Hey guys, good morning. I want to apologize for my voice. It kind of sounds like I have a frog in my throat. Today is Tuesday, February 27th, 26th. Either way, I've been home now from the Philippines I got home Saturday around noon. So Sunday, Monday. So today's Tuesday morning and I'm going back to work this morning. I have to be at work at 7. So I'm still jet lagged. I didn't really sleep good on the plane ride back because one of the last gifts my children gave to me before I left the Philippines was their cold. I never really seem to catch colds when my kids are gone, but when my kids are home or I'm around my kids, then I catch colds. So I think it was Waylon had a stuffy head. He had a little cough he was trying to get rid of. And of course, me snuggling and kissing and, playing with him for those 2 weeks. I picked it up right before I got on the plane, basically, is when I started feeling the symptoms. So I took a lot of like sinus cold medicine on the plane rides because I didn't want to, people are very judgmental when you sneeze and cough and blow your nose. Even though I still had to do that, I tried to mask the symptoms so that people didn't think I was like a walking COVID disease on their airplane, which, every time I sneezed, I'm sure someone was like, ugh, but that's okay. So anyways, I got home Saturday at like 12 o'clock noon. I laid down in my chair, this chair, my comfortable lazy boy, at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was going to take like a nap for 2 hours. So I wanted to get up at 3, but I didn't set an alarm on my phone because I never really take more than 2-hour naps. My body automatically wakes up. But I didn't wake up. I woke up at 7:30 and I was like, holy crap, that's almost like a regular sleep. So I stayed up, made dinner, and then I wasn't sleepy, so I couldn't sleep. So I stayed up all night Saturday night, and then it was Sunday morning. I laid down at like 8 in the morning to try to sleep a little bit, but I just couldn't. My body was telling me to get up. So basically I stayed up all day Sunday. I think I went to sleep around 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. And I slept until about 3:30 or 4 and I woke up. So I got a good night's sleep. So I woke up Monday morning. And then Monday I didn't take a nap. I stayed awake. I went to bed last night at like 8:30 because I was really sleepy. But then I woke up this morning at 12:30 after midnight. So I think I slept for 4 hours. And then I was wide awake. I couldn't fall back asleep. I had a little headache, so I took a couple Advil. Basically, I've just been up since almost 1 o'clock this morning, and now I'm getting ready to go to work. So, but yeah, that's jet lag for you. Yeah, so it's kind of warm here. The house is quiet because my roommate's gone. Brian stayed in the Philippines with his family. So now I have nobody. I've just got silence. Me. Silence. But yeah, so I'm gonna put up some vlogs. I'm gonna talk about some experiences in the Philippines. Maybe some of you are thinking about going to the Philippines and haven't gone to the Philippines. So I'm just gonna share some of my personal observations about things like what kind of money that you need to carry in the Philippines, or how do you pay for things in the Philippines, or I think money's a good one. I've got some little nuggets of knowledge to help you with money because I seem to struggle with. I'll explain it when I talk about the Philippine pesos. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm off to work. My first day back at work, so I'm kind of excited to get back into the grind and the regular routine. And yeah, mommy and the boys are still in Cebu. I think they're going back to Bohol tomorrow, maybe. But Etching's mom's there. She got in Sunday, so she's there with her now to help watch the boys now that I'm gone. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, so yeah, I want to talk about some different things about going to the Philippines as a foreigner, as an American or from other countries. So I've been there many times over the last, 13 years or so. So I've learned a lot of things, and I know how to do some things that I didn't know the first time I was there. So I thought, you know, maybe I could, but I see most of the people that watch our channel, I think most of you, our subscribers, are Filipino, so this wouldn't be anything useful for you. So then I thought, well, maybe I could put this on my Papa Tom channel, because I don't really use that channel a whole lot because I don't have enough content for 2 channels, let alone 1 channel. But I thought, well, I'll put it here and I'll ask you guys, should I put this kind of stuff on Papa Tom channel and try to keep this for the kids and the family? I just don't want to bore you guys with my ramblings like I am right now. So anyways, let me know what you think. Should I put some of my foreigner in the Philippines type of information on Papa Tom channel, and I'll put a link there for you, or should I just keep it on this channel? Either way, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just this guy talking to you. But the first thing I want to talk about is if you've never been to the Philippines, I want to share with you some things as a foreigner that you should think about when you go there, and that's how to buy things. Local currency in the Philippines is the peso, and there's some things in the Philippines that you have to use cash for that you wouldn't use cash for in America. So for example, I don't really use cash in America. A lot of people don't use cash in America for things anymore. It's mostly all credit cards online. Almost every store or gas station you go to is credit cards. Some people still pay cash. It's just I don't carry a lot of cash. I don't withdraw cash because I don't need cash in America. It's not the same in the Philippines. So if you're planning a trip to the Philippines, guys, ladies, you'll want to carry Filipino money, the peso. So the current exchange rate for pesos is 1 US dollar is equal to about 55 pesos, okay? So the peso, the bills that you carry there, they have the 20 peso bill, which is the smallest, I think, and they also have a 20 peso coin, but that's like not even 50 cents. You have the 50 peso bill, which is close to $1, so that's their version of $1. You have the 100 peso bill, which is less than $2. I think it comes out to $1.80. You have the 500 peso bill, which is about $9 or close to a $10 bill in America. And then you have the biggest bill that I've ever carried in the Philippines, which is a 1,000 peso bill, 1,000 pesos, which is less than a $20 bill in America. So in America, $20 bills are the normal bill that I would carry. I don't like to carry anything less than that because it's too many bills in my pocket. So $20 bills, $50 bills, or $100 bills are what I would carry in America. It's just for convenience sake. But over there, that's the biggest bill I've seen. They probably have bigger bills than the 1,000 peso bill, but again, so when I travel over there, I usually order Philippine pesos through my bank, through Bank of America. I can just order them. It takes them like 2 or 3 days, and then I stop into the bank and I pick up my pesos, and then I don't have to worry about converting when I get there. So I usually take between 500 to 1,000 US dollars. I convert it into pesos. I go to the bank, I pick up the pesos. They're almost all in 1,000 peso bills. And then that's what I go to the Philippines with. And I usually don't have to withdraw any money while I'm there. So I try to use credit cards whenever I can in the Philippines because I don't have to deal with cash, and it's so much easier. So if we go out to dinner to a restaurant, even fast food restaurants like Jollibee and places, that take credit cards. So I try to use credit cards there. If we go to the mall and go to the grocery store, I use credit cards. It's just easier to do that. If we go shopping in the malls, I use credit cards. Outside of the malls and the big restaurants, there's a lot of things that you're going to want to buy or purchase that don't take credit cards. So you have to carry cash in the Philippines, whereas you wouldn't have to necessarily in America or other countries. So for example, things in places that don't take credit cards. Etching doesn't have a car over there because there's really no need for us to buy a car. The primary means of travel in the Philippines is you have taxis. Most places have taxis there. Every place has taxis, but in the big cities, that's the predominant means of transportation, probably taxis. And they have their version of Uber, which is called GrabCab. And if you use the app and use GrabCab, you can, I think, put your credit card information in there and you can pay for most of the rides with that app and it deducts it from your credit card. I can't remember. I haven't used GrabCab for a while because we don't usually use it. So in Davao, for example, when we want to go to the mall or go to a restaurant or go someplace, we just walk up to the main street and we just stand there and we just wave, because there's so many people drive taxis. It's every third car on the road seems like it's a taxi. So you don't have to wait at all. You just wave. If they've got somebody in the car, they shrug, sorry. And then the next taxi that comes by, you grab it. So most places that we would travel to, if we were just going to a restaurant or going to the store, would come out to like less than 200 or 300 pesos, which is less than, $5. So a ride is like $5 or less wherever you go, between $1 to $5. I mean, so it's really cheap to take a taxi, but they take cash only. So you have to carry pesos, right? The second most popular means of transportation that we like to travel with, like for example in Bohol, we don't really use taxis. The primary means for transporting people around there, they call them tricycles, which are basically motorcycles with these aluminum side seats that are installed over the motorcycle. So the driver rides a motorcycle and you can get in. I'll put a picture up of the tricycle, but they're covered, and they're even cheaper than taxis. But they don't really drive. You're not driving fast on road, so it's pretty safe. But again, most of those rides are going to be $1 to $2. So they're not taking credit cards in all these places. It's cash only business. So you got to have pesos. So you're looking at $2 or $3 just to get wherever you're going each time there, $2 or $3 back. They do have jeepneys, which a lot of people are probably familiar with the jeepney. The jeepney those are leftover American transport jeeps that they used way back in probably the 40s or the 50s when America was, when soldiers were over in the Philippines a lot, right after World War II, I think. So that's still a very popular means of transportation. I don't like to travel on the jeepneys because it's basically a communal, crowded bus. It's an open bus. It's got a roof on it, but it's got open windows, and they can cram probably 30 or 40 people in these little buses, and they're cute, and they get you there, and they're probably less than a dollar to take you wherever you want to go. But it's just hot and it's crowded, and I would much rather just pay an extra buck and get in an air-conditioned taxi cab or take a tricycle. But that's just me. So you can take the jeepneys. It's really cheap. But here's the thing about cash. So the 1,000 peso bill, which is equivalent to $18 in America, that's like a $20 bill. A lot of places, like for example, if I want to buy a bottle of water, or if I wanted to buy some street food, maybe somebody had grilled chicken or get ice cream or something, it's cash only. And what I've learned is a lot of people can't break 1,000 pesos. So when you try to pay and it's, it's gonna be 100 pesos, and you give them 1,000 peso bill, which is really only $18, they'll often say, do you have change? Do you have anything smaller? They don't have enough change to give you your change back for 1,000 pesos. So almost always, if all I have are 1,000 peso bills, I have to ask the driver, can you break 1,000? And a lot of times they say, no, sorry. So sometimes you can ask them to stop at a gas station and you can go in and break it there, buy a water or something and get change, and they'll do that for you. But you always want to carry small peso bills. The 100 peso bills, the 500 peso bills, but the thousands, a lot of times you can't buy the things because people don't have change, which I don't know why, but that's just, there's been times where we've had to wait for, we'll go out of the mall and there's, you know, a whole row of taxis and you have to say, can you break 1,000? Can you break 1,000? Which is not a lot of money, but a lot of them just either don't have that many small bills and they don't want to be stuck without it, or they just can't break 1,000. So oftentimes I have to go buy a bottle of water someplace and use 1,000 pesos, and then I have small bills to pay for my rides and stuff. So always carry small bills, small pesos, the hundreds, the 500s, and smaller. You know, if you carry just hundreds, you'll be good to go. But anyway, that's my rant. For some reason, there's not enough small bills or to make it convenient for people to give you change back for 1,000 peso bill. If you guys like TikTok, follow me on TikTok, because I put up I have a different sense of humor, you know. I think I'm funny, but I put up usually once a day I put up a funny, humorous TikTok, and I used to put them on our Facebook page. Arcade Family page is still currently suspended, and I don't know why. It just says we didn't follow community standards or something, but we're still, you can't really contact Facebook very easy and find out what's going on. When can we get it back? I don't know. I think it probably had to do with comments that people were leaving. But anyways, follow me on TikTok. I'll put a link up here. It's Papa Tom. If you like laughing at silly things, and I put up, you know, funny things. I think it's funny. Some people don't understand my humor, so they don't think I'm as funny as I think I am, but I think I'm pretty funny. But yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.